Good morning, Shemai, Croeso all. Welcome back to the channel. It is currently 8:30 a.m. on Monday, the 27th of January. I am currently having my Weetabix, some multivitamins, water, and coffee for breakfast. I've also got a few tablets because I've got a stuffy nose, hence the weird-looking nose tape on just a random Monday morning. My knee, it is up here. And I think I'm over the worst of it, which is really, really, really positive. And I'm hoping to be back training properly so I can actually do a proper training video. Whilst I have my breakfast, I'm going to do 2 hours of coaching work on the laptop on Training Peaks, just going over some of my athletes' workouts from the last week or so. I've been away in Poland, so I didn't take my laptop because we were kind of didn't have much space in the bags. So I wanted to leave the laptop behind. So now I need to catch up on everything and make sure all is going fine with everyone. So if you have any queries, head over to my coaching Instagram. It is redline, and I think it's 2_ coaching. You should find it there. Or I'm pretty sure I might have linked it underneath this video. And now a quick little ad for my coaching. I've got one-to-one coaching using Training Peaks platforms, either using athletes on the basic or the premium package, depending on what coaching package you like, and then free WhatsApp chats for basically whenever needed. Just message me anytime, I'll get back to you ASAP, and a free onboarding consultation. A bit later than expected. It is now 11 a.m, so I need to hurry up and get on the bike. But before I do that, I think one thing I wanted to address before I do anything else is this injury is so weird, because it's not like when I crashed and broke my collarbone or crashed and dislocated the AC joint. It's nothing like that. It's nothing from a crash. It's purely just, I think purely from overloading the knee or the quad or whatever too much. And that's caused some issues behind my kneecap. And yeah, with the training sort of things, I've taken a complete change in should we say career pathways. I've scrapped the whole teaching side of stuff for now. I'll put on the behind me so I can focus on the cycling and my coaching side of business, should we call it. And up until the injury, so end of literally, it was New Year's Day when it got really bad, but it's just around the New Year period. I think I'd had the best winter I've ever had. My years on Wales, they got better, but then there's always something to do. My first year, still studying my masters. My second year, because I'd broken my collarbone in the summer, I had to have an extension of my masters. So that meant then I was doing my dissertation. It was due in December, so I had to take a 2-week period off just to finish all my lab work, make sure I had all my my scans done for my actual lab work, so I could write up my dissertation, which was it's 20,000 words. It's not like I can just carry on training, trying to do 15 to 20 hours a week and being in the lab until sometimes from 7 a.m. until 5 p.m. and write 20,000 words. It's a bit too hard. So this year I was let's really focus on it. I was taking plenty of multivits and vitamin C to help my immune system. I wasn't going out and doing all this party and stuff, not that I did anyway. I was living quite a good, should we say, mundane life, other than working a part-time job to earn some money, because got to pay rent and to live, afford to live and pay for my bike somehow. And then my coaching business. I obviously want to put more time and effort into that, but I still need to work until I can purely use my coaching as my primary income, which currently it's not. And yet my CTL, so I'm not sure if you use Training Peaks Fitness or CTL, your chronic training load, was at 108 or something when I'd kind of got the injury. So I built it up from off season quite slowly. I didn't want to do it too fast, from about 70, maybe even mid 60s up to higher end of the 108 mark, I think it was, on New Year's Day. And it is now down at 70. So I've lost almost, should we call them 40 points on off my CTL. So it's probably going to affect me a fair bit. However, I think it's only gonna, you know, make me more motivated to get back to it. And at the end of the day, I know it's basically having another off season, but kind of an awkward part because I'm now only 5 weeks out before I race in roads for the first batch of UCI racing for me for the season. But I still need to kind of now knuckle down and make sure my knee's all sorted and just get into things and stop kind of finding the bad side of everything. Now, I am finally getting on the bike. It is like almost 11:30 now even, as prepping Zwift and everything. And we can have a look at the book with all my exercises that I've written down. So, excuse my handwriting, but we have, I don't know what to say about these. This is my knee exercises for 3 times a day. This is like just to strengthen the knee. So, towel under the knee and like kind of sat on the floor. And then I've got to try and push my knee kind of through the towel into the floor whilst contracting my quad. So I do that 8 times for my right leg and hold it for 2 seconds. Wall sit for 30 seconds, 3 sets of that sort of thing. And then knee extension, you know, with a band purely. It's like leg extension, sat down and just with a TheraBand. Do all of that 3 times a day. Then we've got glute activation for pre-ride stuff. So glute bridge, hip abduction with a TheraBand, donkey kicks with a band around my quads, and then call them seated frogs, but I don't actually know. It's where like that gym machine that all the girls do to like kind of, I don't know, open up their legs. I have done my ride, 1.5 hours, pretty steady. It was like 220 watts maybe, something like that for an 1.5 hours. Heart rate high, but I mean, I basically had 4 weeks off or very little doing anything and almost a week completely off the bike. So yeah, ridden, you obviously see me do my activation. I've done that 1 set of the knee exercises, and then I'm about to do another set after lunch. I've also done a post-ride stretch whilst my muscles are warmed up. And yeah, I will show my lunch now, but please, I don't want any hate. It's not my finest lunch in the world, but I'm trying to up my protein content. So yeah, here it is. 2 bits of broccoli, because I'm not actually the biggest fan of broccoli, especially when it's like in a bland meal like this. A nice chunk of steak, which I hope is cooked like medium rare, but who knows, it's probably more rare than that. And then filled pasta. But I took a look, it showed around 50 odd grams of protein in that. In this pasta altogether, there's around just under 30, because it's one of those like ham and cheese ones. 30 grams of protein, so a hefty amount of protein in that, so I'm pretty happy with it. So I've just done round 2 of the knee exercises, and the wall sits, bloody hell, they're painful, but that's also probably because I'm so weak. But yeah, so that's that done. I've now just made my dinner for work, just like a ham chicken salad thing, nothing much, and then taking some like apple, banana, one of these, like a cereal bar, with me just to keep me going, and then I'll come back and head straight to bed. So that'll be the end of this video. I will catch up with you later in the week, and also should have a race video in a couple of weeks time, which will be pretty fun to do. First one in God knows how long. Anyway, if you have made it this far into the video, please drop a like, drop a comment, why not, help the YouTube algorithm, and then subscribe as well, please. And I shall see you in the next video. Dabble.